business books can come out your ears. You can have them stacking up around your house. How many of them do you actually read? Now, the thing is that not everyone is an entrepreneur, are they? So a lot of the language you find in these books doesn't sit well with everyone. Now, if you study economics or you're an accountant and you know about a lot of these things, it's a lot easier to read some of these books. However, a lot of people are what you could term accidental entrepreneurs. So they've stumbled across running their own business. Maybe they've lost their job, or you know the way the world's going. Apparently 1 in 7 of the working population of this country are now working for themselves. Now, a lot of them would have lost jobs maybe in a council or a company, a factory has closed down. So they're struggling to find a way forward. So they set up their own business. Perhaps they do some craft, or perhaps offer their services as a consultant. All sorts of different self-employed businesses. However, how many books have been written particularly for those sort of people? Well, there's one which I was very inspired by. This one here, which is just found on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. Enterprise Ian, let's get that in the picture. The Accidental Entrepreneur's Handbook. And as you can see from the cover, it's not really what you'd expect. In fact, if you flick through it, let's do a quick flick through. There are no graphs. No graphs. And for me as a person, I don't like lots of graphs. I don't understand them. So I was really pleased to see this, and it's helpful stuff. It talks to you like a person. And one of the things is that it doesn't bully you into doing that business plan straight away. The thing it talks about is having a conversation with as many people as possible to give you the right guidance. And then at the back it's like an agony uncle column. Really useful because it talks to me as a real person. Let's see. We've got an answer to a guy called Richard. When I was running my Enterprise Ireland challenges across the UK, this whole issue of understanding margin came up again and again. Even I may add, from an MBA student. The way we talk and explain margin has been the bane of my life. You can have gross and net margin, but what you need is something simple. So I'm going to solve this problem once and for all. Do not use the word margin. Use the word contribution instead. There you go, simple. I'm fond of food analogies, in particular cake. Yeah, talking to me again. So to work out your contribution, identify all the ingredients you need and how much they cost. If the ingredient of your cake comes to £1 and you then sell the cake for £3, then you have £2 left over. That £2 is not profit, that £2 is your contribution. Contribution is the difference between the cost of making a product and what you sell it out at. You then use that contribution to cover your overheads. You can also call this margin. So, 1 ingredient, £1, 2 sell cake, £3, contribution, £2. Now I'm sure all sorts of financial experts will be freaking out about my description, but my aim is to make it easier for you to run your business. And that's what this book is about, making it easier to set your business up, run your business, be an entrepreneur. I think if more people read this sort of book, they wouldn't get put off and frightened away from it. Actually, the government should listen to this, because more people who are not frightened away from setting up their business takes people off the dole queue, gets people paying tax. Good idea. Have a look on Amazon for this book.